everyone, it's Betsy here, and today I want to talk about the new school year. Parents, I know this is probably a very anxious time for your child. So, I think I have some tips that will help you with that. I've been teaching for 30 years, so I've learned quite a bit from my students. And I'm a mom. I had 3 kids go through the school system. So I know firsthand how it feels for my kids to have anxiety and as a parent not knowing what to do. But I learned as I went along. So I wrote down some things I want to discuss with you. So let's get started. First, a positive atmosphere. Start to talk about school with enthusiasm, even if you didn't like school. If you want your kids to not have that anxiety, you got to have a positive attitude about it. Perhaps talk about those things that were good for you when you were in school. Or talk about some of the good experience your kids have already had in school. But just make it exciting and just keep that positive vibe going. Next, involve your kids in the preparation. If you're going shopping for school supplies, take them with you and make a new tradition with them. Perhaps after you're done shopping, take them to a movie or take them to their favorite restaurant. And then when you get home and they're starting to pack up that backpack, sit with them. Talk about your summer, some of the fun things you did this summer. Anything to help them relieve that anxiety. Next, encourage friendships. So if you've been gone a lot this summer, your kids may not have had much time with their friends. This would be a good time for them to start getting back into those friendships and texting their friends or going to the movies with their friends. If you have younger kids, play dates would be awesome, but start getting them more prepared in that aspect also. If your child is going to a new school, consider visiting that school. Teachers are in their rooms working a lot early, so maybe you can stop by some classrooms and say hi to the teachers. Maybe you can stop by the office. The principal might be there. You can say hi to the principal and the secretaries. Let them get a feel for what this new school is going to be like. That might help them with their anxiety. Set some goals and celebrate when they accomplish them. So perhaps your child has never been involved in anything and say, well, this year, why don't you find one thing to be involved in? And watch them as they do that activity. Encourage them. Recognize that you see that they're making an effort. Maybe have a little celebration for them every so often for that effort. Or perhaps your child struggles in school. And this year they've decided that they're going to stay after school 1 day a week for extra help. Recognize that. Show them that you truly are proud of them for their efforts. All right, next. I was thinking about kids that say, there's no club that I really want to be involved in. Well, let me tell you, I've come up with some ideas for clubs. And perhaps your child can start their own club. So I'm going to read you some of the ideas that I came up with. And these are just ideas. There's lots of different ideas for clubs. So here we go. Healthy cooking, adventure books, meditation and mindfulness, social justice, community service, music jam club, art therapy, mental health awareness, students with divorced parents, outdoor adventure, podcast productions, tech innovators, film appreciation, discussion clubs, random act of kindness clubs. These are just examples. Your child can come up with anything that interests them. And then maybe talk to some of their friends and say, hey, would you be part of this club if we can have it at school? And perhaps they can start planning for it. How many days a week will it be? Where would they meet and what time? Do they need bylaws? Will they need to elect officers? Will they have a supervisor from the school community that's an adult that will supervise it? Start planning it. Put together a presentation for the administration. So when school starts, you can go in and say, hey, I have this idea for a new group. and I'd like you to consider it. Well, when the administration sees all the effort that was put into it, they're going to take it more seriously because they can see how serious your child took it. And if for some reason they can't start that club, perhaps your child can start a club outside of school. And if that doesn't work, at least they had something to keep their mind occupied instead of being anxious about the school year starting. They're learning about organization, they're doing planning, so there's a lot of good to come from it either way. So that's just a suggestion for you. And then my last suggestion, you know, a lot of kids don't have parents that can afford to buy them new clothes. And that's all right. Maybe you can afford to buy your child one outfit. Don't have them wear it on the first day of school. Talk to them about it. You know, when school starts, there's so much going on. Kids are trying to figure out their schedules. They're getting to know their teachers. They're getting to know what's expected out of their classes. You know, they're making new friends. There's just so much going on. Their new outfit, there's much less of a chance that anybody's going to notice it. So, if they wait a couple weeks, perhaps suggest just wear your clothes that you've been wearing that you're comfortable with. And in a couple weeks, you can wear a new outfit that represents your identity. And kids will notice it more because they're more relaxed at school. And if they notice it more, they'll get more compliments on it. And that can be a booster for them, a confidence booster. If they wear it on the first day and nobody notices it, that could hurt a kid. So it's just a suggestion, but I did that with my kids and I think they absolutely loved it. Now, in the next video, we're going to talk a little bit about structure and what we can do to help kids prepare in that aspect. I hope I've given you some tips that are helpful. If you like them, I would really appreciate if you subscribe. All my math videos I'm going to be doing will be helpful to kids because, again, I've been teaching for 30 years. I know where kids struggle. I learned from them. So I will have a lot of videos coming up that will be helpful to them. And I'm here to help too. You can always leave me comments and I will get back to you. And if you have tips for parents, please include them in the comments. You know, we're here to help each other. So please, if you have ideas, we'd love to hear them. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.